XRP Army, hey Crypto Army. Today we have some great news to share with you. The institutions are putting everything they have into it. There are trillions of dollars coming into the Bitcoin markets. And now, this should come as good news since the Fed is lowering interest rates, and I'm going to give you a very clear timeline of when a lot of big things are going to happen. Also, a few things have just happened. That will definitely send huge waves through the whole market. The first piece of news I have to share with you is a bit of a mixed bag. Gary Gensler is now with us. He wants Elon Musk and his new X or Twitter takeover to be punished. In the short run, this does mean that he will definitely be focused on Elon Musk, which is a battle he's very likely to lose. However, this also means that he will not be focusing on crypto as much, at least for the next few months. I'm glad to hear that because of what I'm about to show you and what was just accepted. The same day the company said it raised more than $1 billion, MicroStrategy, which is run by Michael Saylor, bought another $458 million in Bitcoin. There is a very good chance that MicroStrategy will soon start another huge Bitcoin buy. They have only spent about half of the money they raised so far. So this makes me wonder why he didn't buy all $1 billion worth of Bitcoin right away. A lot of people are looking into this because they think he's going to wait to buy again until he sees how the markets take his most recent purchase. He'll probably buy on the dip if there's going to be a big sell-off. And of course, that is a huge amount of Bitcoin. For example, Michael Saylor can raise crazy amounts of money, which shows how bad things are for institutions right now. That being said, I'm about to show you something that is much more positive than this. Not only are we going to talk about BlackRock, but also Bank of America, JP Morgan, and Chase. But before we go there, I want to let you know that if you trade cryptocurrency at all, right now is a great time to make a lot of money. The first thing is that Ethereum is a great asset to short right now. When you look at the daily RSI, you can see that it is truly overbought. It's at the bottom of the line on the monthly chart, but I think Ethereum will have some bad days soon, so you can make money by shorting it. At the moment, Bitcoin also offers some very similar chances to buy. As a matter of fact, the orange and blue lines just touched above in the overbought zone, which is the highest level we've seen in a very long time. To it again, shorting Bitcoin or Ethereum is a great choice right now. You can join the trading competition with a chance to win a piece of this huge prize pool if you use the link I put in the video's description. So use my link to sign up for Margix and trade there. But enough about that. Let's talk about more formal stuff, since strange things are happening. At the top of the list is Tether, a stable company that is on almost every blockchain there is. In 2023, they did make more money than BlackRock. This is how big cryptocurrency is. And I think we forget this a lot of the time. Okay, a huge asset. A company called BlackRock is losing money, but Tether USDT is making more money. That is crazy. This is a business that makes stablecoins. We are making more money, and this is the biggest hedge fund in the world. Of course, you could say that BlackRock isn't really making as much money as they could be and that they could make a lot more, but $6.2 billion is still a big number. Okay, this is what crypto is. This is how the future will look. We could see. There was a $700 million difference in 2023 alone, and that growth has been very good for one company, Tether. They're doing this by buying government bonds and Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin and government bonds go up, they make a lot of money. Tether bought a ridiculous amount of Bitcoin in 2023 when Bitcoin was very cheap, and Bitcoin has made more than 3 really smart moves since then. This shows that continuing to dollar cost average in cryptocurrency does pay off in the long run, especially during bull cycles, and Tether is clearly reaping all the benefits here. Also, let's talk about BlackRock since we're already on the subject of how busy the SEC has been with decisions. In fact, they gave BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF choices. As you can see, the fact that there are now choices for spot Bitcoin ETF is pretty big. We're going to talk about trading futures. Now that will be possible for the spot Bitcoin ETF. A lot more people will be trading, which could mean a lot more traffic. Of course, Bitcoin did see some price growth after this news came out. That is good, even though it has been slightly fixed since then. There is no question that this will make all cryptocurrencies much more liquid in the long run, not just Bitcoin and XRP. Not only that, but I think XRP will do even better once the ETFs come out. Already, we've seen how little XRP needs to move in order for the price to really change. Of course, hearing news like this about Bitcoin is also crazy. That being said, I'd like to talk a little more about some of the crazy numbers we're seeing about institutions. Because let's be honest, what I'm about to show you guys is not what you expect, okay? We can see. Professional investors have a stake in more than $10.7 billion as a whole. CoinLast says that as of May 20th, the 10 funds were in charge of about $54 billion in assets. An ETF analyst for Bloomberg named Eric Balkanos told Fortune, "There were more people than I expected. It makes no sense at all. 10 might be a good number for the first 13F season. That is how tough it is. So having a 414 is crazy, right? What they're really talking about here is some new data from Coinglass that shows how much big businesses are going to start buying cryptocurrency. $54 billion from 10 different companies. If we only look at MicroStrategy, they have a crazy amount of money, and that's just in crypto terms. It's hard to believe how many institutions will adopt from 2023 to 2024. That's a huge change. And of course, this is a look at BlackRock. This looks at Chase and JP Morgan. They are adding crypto to their books, which has never been done before. And by 2025, these numbers are only expected to keep going up and up. There's no way for us to know for sure how powerful the year 2025 will be. Unless these numbers keep going up at this speed, a $10 XRP is very likely to happen. That is going to happen in the second quarter of 2025. That's something we should look forward to for sure, certainly. But I have some more cool stats to show you. The state of Wisconsin has bought almost $100 million worth of BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF. This is only about politics. I think it would be better for the state of Wisconsin to just buy their own Bitcoin. That would be great. But it's crazy to see them do this. If you told me, say, 2 years ago that the states of Wisconsin, New York, or something else were going to buy Bitcoin, I would have thought you were crazy. But about that, that's really big. Once more, having control of yourself is better. If you're in the state of Wisconsin and seeing this, get your Bitcoin in Bitcoin. Why do you want self-custody? I'd like to give another big shout out to Millennium Management, another big hedge fund that just said it holds $2 billion in Bitcoin ETFs. The hedge fund is based in other countries. That's also a very large number, right? There are 5 different spot Bitcoin ETFs and more are being added all the time. It is pretty cool too. See, don't you think? Bitcoin ETFs have finally made it possible for institutions to get into this market and list Bitcoin on their legal books. People don't talk about this part of Bitcoin ETF's real power. If all you want to do is spend your own money, get Bitcoin. But if you're a business that wants to diversify, have something on your balance sheet, and attract investors, Bitcoin ETFs are a great way to do that. They give you access to this market in a way that you couldn't before. It's really cool to see that the numbers keep going up. There are $2 billion here, a few $100 million here, and they keep going up. We will see a lot more of this when XRP ETFs come out, along with a lot more liquidity and volume coming into XRP in particular. And we already know that BlackRock is using the XRP system and buying XRP. I have already shown you those deals. It's taking place. The first XRP ETF is not likely to happen until 2025. That being said, let's trade for now. Let's do what I showed you earlier and make some money while we wait. Right now, there are some great chances to short. Bitcoin is a great chance to short. Once again, Ethereum is a great place to short. I'll open 5x short.